Well, the interim head of OC Transpo says he uses public transit occasionally, but thinks about it all the time. Troy Charter says he's well aware of the problems and is pledging to make things better. We sat down earlier today at OC Transpo headquarters to talk about Line 1 issues, the East Extension, and the shortage of drivers, mechanics, and buses. We are this week doing a series called Ottawa's Worst Commute, and we have had an endless number of submissions for this feature. How does that make you feel?
It's hard to hear, but at the same time, we know that we're facing some challenges right now, and our customers are feeling it as well. The entire team here, you feel that sense of frustration from our customers. So it's hard to hear, but we know where we are. We've got good plans to be able to return to our full service levels and improve things for our customers. So that's where we need to focus on, and that's what I've got our team focused on right now.
The problems on the Line 1 and the length of time it's taken to deal with that. Why are we still at 21 trains weeks later?
So we're making sure that we're going through all the right necessary steps, the right steps to ensure that our fleet can continue to run safely and reliably. We do have a good safe service right now with the number of vehicles in service. And we want to make sure that when we expand the number of vehicles, that the right procedures are in place, the right processes, and our maintainer, RTG and Alstom, they have all the right tools and the right, we've been saying verification and validation of their processes. We need to make sure that there's no surprises, that the vehicles continue to run safely. So we're, because it's a technical issue, that needs to be resolved.
Have there been surprises along the way?
No,
in the testing?
No, there hasn't, but we need to make sure we do our due diligence and take the time and take the steps to do that. And I know that's hard for our customers because they just want to see our service back to the reliable levels that we're seeing before this. But at this time, we're taking the steps, we're taking our time, we're doing our due diligence, and things are progressing. We are getting close. I don't have a timeline yet at this point, but I can say that things are progressing and we're getting very close to being able to return to our service levels.
Because we're seeing those pictures of people packed into the cars and the single train. So getting to 26 trains, you don't have a timeline on that?
I don't have a timeline for that, but our focus is on the full return of the full fleet.
Okay. East Line extension. The potential substantial completion date today, March 4th. Are we there?
We're getting very close to that. We should be able to make an announcement later today or tomorrow on that. So, but it's an exciting time. It's exciting that the East Extension is almost here. I know our customers in the East End are looking forward to that. So, but we should be able to make an announcement on that very, very shortly.
Do any of the issues that we're seeing on Line 1, are they going to impact the testing that continues from here on the East Extension?
So yes, we need to make sure that we return our fleet. So we need to address the spalling issue that's happening right now and have the right processes in place and containment measures so that we can expand the fleet to get into trial running. So that's the next step. But we've been working on those two things in parallel, both the managing the technical issue with the spalling and working on the construction side of things for the East Extension.
So commuters actually getting on that East Extension, they're watching this in Orleans right now, still looking like spring then?
We still are on track for Q2 of this year to be able to launch the service, and that's our focus, right? So a couple things need to happen, but we still are on track for Q2 of this year, yes.
So you got trains and you got buses. Lots of issues there too. Of course, we know the aging fleet, the delayed deliveries, all of that, mechanics, bus drivers. Can we talk about both of those areas? Why are there not enough mechanics to deal with some of the issues with these buses? Why is more not being done to recruit?
We are doing a lot to recruit our mechanics, both internal and external, right? So there is a supply shortage. It's not something that's unique to Ottawa. It's affecting the entire industry. Mechanics are hard to come by. So we've been, 2 years ago, we refreshed our apprentice program, and we have 19 mechanics, or soon-to-be mechanics, that are going through the process, and over the next year to 2 years, they'll be graduating. So we've not focused solely on outside recruitment and bringing people in. We've been focused on developing our staff as well in-house, and that was taking a longer-term view. With the new collective agreement, with new pay rates that are more competitive within the industry, we're now actually seeing some positive results in terms of our ongoing recruitment initiatives to bring on more mechanics.
I've listed off a lot of things. What's the number one issue for you in terms of what you are dealing with? What's the one thing that you go to bed thinking about at night in terms of issues with OC Transpo?
The two issues that are top of mind right now, I'll narrow it down to two, is obviously bus availability and onboarding our ZEB buses, our zero emission buses so that we can improve our service. And then the other piece is the technical issue on line 1 with regards to the spalling. Those are the two issues that we really need to stay on top of.
Let me talk about the riders that are watching this. Obviously, it's a big city geographically, and some people understand some of those issues, and they're living in the suburbs. They're trying to get downtown. But I'm watching some of these stories this week and what's to come, and an hour and a half, a 2-hour commute, because maybe the train is too crowded to get on, or the bus doesn't come at that particular time when it's supposed to. I mean, how, even given there's a plan to change things, how do you justify that to the people watching, the people riding regularly right now?
You know, I got start off by saying I understand that the service levels that customers are experiencing right now is not what they expect, not what they deserve, and we're not satisfied with it either. So, you know, the positive thing is we're all on the same page, and that we know that we need to improve.